This video will be a brief overview of how grade 1 through 9 teachers can verify their report card submissions in Skopus and some of the most common fixes if something is incorrect. You may want to follow along, so please be ready to press pause and play in the screencast as we'll be moving fairly quickly. It's a good idea for teachers to verify their own report cards so that they can correct their own mistakes and make the report period process go much more smoothly. A few notes about Skopus. You must use Internet Explorer and not Chrome. You must be in a school to access Skopus, so you can't do this from home. And you can also save to PDF to avoid printing and verify when you are outside of the school. And also note, what you see in Skopus comes from when you submit something from TLXE Period Grades. This screencast is based on the Skopus verifying period grade submissions for grade 1 through 9 teachers, and that can be found on our Instructional Technology portal page under Students Achieved Reporting. To get into Skopus, go to scopus.cornerstonesd.ca by using Internet Explorer and be within the school. Click on Report Cards and you will see these choices. There are two types of main choices. Either report cards by class, so those are useful for 10 through 12 teachers, or report cards by homeroom, and that's useful for the elementary teachers that will see all their subjects in one list. To generate a Skopus report card, on the right-hand side, you have to work down through those options. So select the grade, the class, or the homeroom, and then under students, say select all students because we would like to look at each student. When you are verifying a report card, it's important to go through each student rather than just the first student. You can either then save this as a PDF to look at it later, or you can do that right on the screen. Once you have your report generated, you can save it to PDF. To do this, click on Actions, Export, and PDF. It will save to your browser's download folder and you can rename it after that. If you need a different report, you can click on the report cards and it will bring you back to the opening screen. If you make any changes to the report on the right-hand side, to bring up that new report, just click Apply and that report will then be on the screen. Once you generate the Skopus report card, please check the following things. Check the subject and the teacher name. Check to see if the expected outcomes are present and for the correct report period. Check the comments. These are entered in TLXE Period Grades, and there are character limitations for 1 to 5 and then 6 to 12. Social skills and work habits, and also attendance. We'll go through the most common fixes if you're missing outcome marks or comments. If you are missing outcomes on the Skopus report card, the first place you should look is in Teacher Logic Period Grades. Click on Expand Details and make sure you are in the correct report period where those outcome marks should be. Scroll through your students to make sure the outcomes are on the right-hand side. If they are, you simply have to hit Submit with Expand Details on so that all your students are submitted at once. If you have any comment issues, because we're in Teacher Logic, we'll take a look at where those fixes would be as well. In Expand Details, you can also click on the Edit part to bring up the comments, but I prefer to look at comments in the Show by Student list. The first thing to do is to make sure you're in the correct report period, and then take a look at the bottom. The report card comment box are subject-specific comments, and they go into that comment box. The elementary report card comments is the overall global student comment, and that goes on to the elementary report card comment box for grades 1 through 5. If you are 6 through 12 and you enter anything in here, it will not show up on the Skopus report card. Grades 1 through 5 teachers have 1,000 characters including spaces for every box they see, and 6 through 12 teachers have 250 characters including spaces for the report period comment box. And make sure you click Submit to push that information to SIRS and to Skopus. If you are missing outcomes, we'll go to the next possible fix. In Students Achieve, grades 1 through 9 teachers will go to Assess, Report Cards, and then Report Card Export to get to the screen where the information goes from Students Achieve to TLXE Period Grades. To export from Students Achieve to TLXE Period Grades, once you're in this screen, you select the correct report period, Then click on Overwrite Marks that were previously copied. And then I also like to go to View Details for each class section. Next, click on Export All for the specific subject. I like to do one class at a time, just to ensure that it goes through. You will usually see a red X, but don't get freaked out by that, because what that means is it's trying to tell you that not every student has every outcome for that subject, and that usually doesn't happen until June. Once you've done that for your subjects, you may go back into TLXE Period Grades and then submit from there. In TLXE Period Grades, we've covered this previously, and you should see all the outcome marks and then submit from TLXE Period Grades. If you have any questions, please contact your instructional technology team.